What is up, MMA fans? This is Tudor Leonte for Sherdog here. And today, once again, I'm with UFC lightweight fighter, Mr. Claudio Puelles. Hello, Claudio, and welcome back on Sherdog. How are you?
Hello, brother. Hello. Thank you for having me. Yeah, it feels like it was yesterday. Last time I was here in the program.
Yeah. Actually, we talked back in July. We talked after your victory, right? After your latest victory over Jordan Levitt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, back in June then. Yeah, some months ago. But yeah, time goes by quick. When you're training all the time and trying to fight consistently. So yeah, that's gonna be how it is from now on. Fight after fight, just trying to get the wins and trying to extend my streak.
So you told me that you moved to the United States last time. Is that correct? I mean, do I record it correctly?
Yes, that's true. I've been living here since February. That time we talked, I might have been in Peru. I went for vacation after my fight. I stayed there for a month, but well, only that time. Then after that and before that, I was here in Florida. I moved this year, so yeah, I need to take my training and preparation and my life basically to a next level. So yeah, I decided to come here.
Yet you start training at Sanford MMA right before your latest fight. You now had the chance to have a long training camp over there. Do you feel that you have improved after switching camps?
Yeah, of course, I have improved. I have gained my rhythm back, which is something I didn't feel for a couple of years because of injuries. Now I feel that I'm back into my rhythm. I feel like a better athlete, like a better fighter. I've improved for sure before my last fight, and now even more.
Before switching camps, and moving to Sanford MMA, you were training at the Pitbull Martial Arts Center in Peru, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
In your opinion, what's the main difference between training in the United States and in your home country?
Well, the main difference is the amount of quality training partners we have. Back home, the team were like only a couple pro fighters, and most of them were like lighter weights. Like people in Peru is not like crazy big, so I was one of the heaviest of the team, and there were not many people in my weight class that were fighting professionally, so it was kind of tough to mimic my opponents. Also, we were a smaller team, of course, but we only have my coach, Pitbull. So it was, it's kind of hard for one coach to train all the fighters. So now here we have a lot of coaches. Also, the facility of the gym here is amazingly big and complete. We have everything we need. We have the mat space, everything. I don't need to name it. Yeah, those are, I think, the three main differences that make training here, well, basically better.
But what do you miss the most from Peru?
I miss my family, man. I miss my family. I miss. I can't say I miss my life over there, because I feel here I became a more responsible man. I just like adapted. Like as humans, we adapt. Like we can do that. We have the ability to do that, and I just did it. Like switch everything to like English. Basically, is like change the language. That's like very big, very important. Also, be far from my family for the first time, like completely in a different country. It's not like just not living together in a different country. Well, getting also, this is very big for me, switching switching gyms. So I was training at Pitbull Martial Arts Center, but I was also going to a couple other gyms, especially my jiu-jitsu gym over there, Almeida. I was like family. Like I hanged out with them a lot. I have my cousin over there, which I train like almost on a daily basis with. We were living together for some time, so that's another thing I miss a lot. Like training with my people over there, I really miss it. I miss a lot of my guys, and I always try to like be telling them, hey, come here, at least like come for a month. Like it's gonna be good for you. Come for a week. Even some guys that are not even professional fighters, they don't fight for a living, but they train and they're good. So I'm like, yeah, come here so we can like train like before. Just like come for a couple of weeks. That's something really important for me.
You said something that caught my attention, and you said that you become more responsible. May I ask you, more responsible as a human being? May I ask you to elaborate on that? What were you doing when you were back in Peru, if you want to disclose it?
So for example, remember I just said that not all the people all my friends are like, they don't fight for a living?
Yeah.
Okay, I said that. So because of that, they don't have to like train like twice a day or like whatever, or 3 times a day every day. They don't have to train all year round. They don't need to. So they train because they like to. I train because I like it too. But at the same time, I need to have certain sense of like responsibility about my trainings. If I miss trainings, I'm not gonna perform good. If I miss trainings, I'm not gonna get better. Like I need to. Like I should.
Yeah,
so
it's your profession. Yeah.
Exactly, it's my profession. So I started seeing people here who didn't stop training. They're at the gym like the whole year, almost like they don't miss a day. They barely miss a day ever. So I started seeing that, and I'm like, okay, like I become a better athlete. I started like training areas which I didn't train before. I started taking my conditioning more seriously. I started not missing a day of sparring because I felt a little lazy in the morning. Things like that started making me think more as an athlete. And also in a non-training site, I started paying like a lot more bills. In Peru, I didn't have to pay so many things, so I could like get off with fighting once a year. I could like fight once a year and be good for the whole year, even more. So now it's not like that. I'm paying like a lot of things. Stuff here is in dollars. So if before I was earning my money in dollars, and in Peru we have our own currency, so it was like cheap. But now it's not like that. Now I also gotta like make more money to make a living. I pay everything, all my things now. So yeah, it's like something I was looking forward to, honestly. I wanted to feel this way, and I wanted to also grow as a human being, not only as a fighter.
I mean, I can relate to that, and I understand that it's not easy to leave your country. It's quite a big challenge. In addition, of course, to the fact that you are also fighting for a living, so quite every day it's a challenge, for you in the gym, and so all my respect for that. You asked, when we last talked, you asked to fight more often after defeating Jordan Leavitt in June, and actually you got your wish granted, since you are now scheduled to fight on December the 4th against Chris Gruetzemacher. What can fans expect from your next fight?
Well, I've been working in some different areas, so they can expect a good 3-round-minute war. I know this guy comes forward a lot, and I've trained to be there in his face the whole fight. So it's gonna be tough for him. Well, it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. I think I'm ready to go. I'm like very ready to go, like for whatever it happens in the fight. Like I'm prepared for like all areas. I'm prepared for a long fight. I'm prepared for a short fight. And I think the difference is gonna be my continuity. Cause if I was like winning fights before by fighting like once a year, like I was like getting all those like cage jitters and like inconsistency like in the cage. So now that's gonna be off. I'm gonna feel like more comfortable. I felt that like in the Ultimate Fighter, after fighting like 3 times, I feel comfortable like getting there almost like every week and a half, every other week. So now, trying to fight like 2 or 3 times a year, well 3, but my first fight was like at the half of the year, so I could only make 2. But fighting 3 times a year, I'm gonna feel more comfortable in there, which is something that in other sports you compete like every month, twice every month. In MMA, you can only get like 2 to 3 fights a year, so you need to like take those 3 fights a year if you want to be like consistent and get better, like get better performance every time.
And by switching training camps, do you feel that your fighting style also has changed?
No, not much. I feel like at Sanford MMA, they're not trying to like turn us into like different fighters, because they understand that a lot of us come already from like a strong base. They try to reinforce like your what you're good at and get you better at what you're not, but not by switching your fighting style, just by making you better at what you already are. I think it would be like a mistake to try to change like a fighters, like make, I don't know, make a jiu-jitsu guy believe he's a boxer. You can get better at that, but when you fight, you cannot believe you're a boxer.
Oh, okay, I understand what you are trying to say here. I know that you are very good at picking fights. The card you're fighting on is headlined by the clash between Jose Aldo and Rob Font. So please tell me, actually tell us, who is going to win this fight in your opinion?
I think Jose Aldo is gonna win the fight. I mean, actually, I want him to win the fight. So sometimes when I mess my picks is because I go with my heart instead of with my brain. But okay, I'm still gonna give it to Jose Aldo. You know how that happens sometimes with a fighter you really like. I've watched like Jose Aldo since I was a kid, so
yeah.
I really like always go. I will always root for him, always. Like except if he fights like Max Holloway, that's like a really tough fight for him. But basically any other guy, I think I pick him. So yeah, well, now at 135, I think he's gonna take this win against Rob Font.
Yeah, Rob Font.
Oh no, wait, that's 135.
Yeah. I was actually, since you told me that you are a Jose Aldo fan, I was actually going to ask you if you believe that he will have the chance to capture the bantamweight belt in the future one day.
I mean, he can have another title run for sure. He's been looking good in his fights. I mean, he already fought the champ, Piotr Yan, who is like a complete beast. He's a monster. Also, I think he has what it takes to do one more title run. But man, I don't know if he can become champion nowadays. I really would have liked to see him go to 135 earlier in his career. Do you imagine him going to 135 5 years ago?
Ooh,
that could have been like completely different. Like he probably would have been champion already.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised that he could make it to 135, since I saw several videos of him struggling to actually make. And I was that's crazy, and he proved me wrong. He proved actually everybody wrong.
Yeah. I saw the same videos, and when I heard he was gonna fight at 135, I think I said he's not gonna make weight. Like that's impossible. This guy, like, I remember I would always like compare myself with him, like in the weight cutting stuff, because like I was cutting to 145 before, like some years ago, and before the UFC, and I was like, okay, yeah, this guy must be my weight. Like he must weigh like, I don't know, 180 pounds, 182 pounds. Like he must be huge for 145. And then he suddenly goes to 135, and I was like, what? No, that's impossible.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree with that. I will ask you about another fight and then I'll let you go. On December the 11th, Charles Oliveira will put his lightweight championship on the line against Dustin Poirier. I'm pretty sure you're going to watch this fight, considering that it's your weight category.
Yes.
Let's hear your pick for this one.
Yeah, that's correct. I'm want to be watching that fight closely, because like I think whoever wins might keep the title for a minute. I believe I really like Charles Oliveira, and I think he's dangerous like everywhere. Like he can like finish you standing or on the ground. He has good durability.
Mm-hmm.
Not like cardio wise, but like I mean to take like punches and come back. That's what I mean. But I think Poirier is a dog. He has like the toughest fights. He may look like he's like really tired and then come back for like round 4 and 5 and like beat you and like take the fight or finish the fight late or like everything. Like I think he's gonna be the champ. I think he's the next guy in line. But Oliveira could prove me wrong. He did in the Chandler fight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be a barn burner. And the last time I asked you, you picked Poirier as well. It was before the fight with the trilogy with McGregor. He won. It's going to be a really, really entertaining fight this time as well. So.
Yeah, people were calling me crazy because I was picking Poirier over Conor, and I was like, no, he's gonna win. Remember.
You were right. You proved wrong. You proved everyone wrong as well. So Claudio, it was such a pleasure to talk to you again. Do you have any last message before I let you go?
No, yeah, just like follow me on Instagram, IG. That's where I'm at. Claudio_Puelles with double L. Remember, guys. And that's it. Expect like something good for me in the future. And in 2 weeks as well, less than 2 weeks, I'm gonna be back in the octagon. Let's go one more time. Finally, first time that I'm gonna fight twice in a year in the UFC. So that's great news for me. And I hope you guys are eager to watch it as well. Hey guys, thank you.
Thank you very much. Best of luck with your upcoming fight, and hopefully I will hear again from you in the future.
Okay, thank you.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.
You too.